much. We're gonna continue to talk about content, which moves faster than ever. And the real challenge now is how to create meaningful connected engagement. So please welcome Nataliya Andreychuk from Viseven.
Hello everyone. I just wanted to get into the club of second day presentation and next. After the party, it is tremendously exciting to get here and to talk to all of you. So thank you for staying with me and thank you for getting this content dilemma serious. Why I am about to talk about that? Because I'm nearly 20 years working with content, working for you, creating content, working with modular content, and all the other topics connected, so helping us to engage. Look at these numbers. I want to take you from this slide two numbers, like we have 70 billion yearly burned on content production, right? And 80% of this content was never seen by the people whom we are targeting. We are adding AI. Does it make it better? If we are just producing and multiplying the experience which is in prior disconnected. Here, the major thing I want to deliver to you, because from the years of experience we have lived it, we have silenced content creation from marketing, medical, commercial, and now for patients. So if you will take it from the operational standpoint, it is all the same operating room, so where we can create the content for every of our teams, these big four players. However, do we have any possibility today, even building the native agentic digital content factories to connect it? I would say yes. There is a glue for this, and it calls the intelligent content. So what is intelligent content, and how does it work across marketing, commercial, medical, and patients? So let us have a look. So if you are in marketing, and you are creating your first agentic digital content factory, you need to make sure that your content is searchable, that your team can actually find it, can actually see that, because if they cannot reach it, so it means it's lost originally from the beginning. The next thing, so we need to take care about, is modular content. Modular content was and is a great concept to work together with AI on the derivative production, so where we can reproduce and then reuse it seamlessly, like one asset for numerous channels. So we can really do that without zero rework. So it is available today like a big content machine. What's about the localization? So we are all looking for the tools, like AI-based, like AI-empowered tools, which are helping us to localize, but absolutely we are missing one of the points, which is speed. So do we do that in the same time? So once the content is produced, how fast the local market can receive it, can see it, can really get it side-by-side experience or AI-based experience, all under one roof? This is the question, but this is actually helps us understanding this velocity of the content will help us to do better, to do faster, to give from the global to local perspective the content which is really works and which really works with the global guidelines on the local market. Going to the MLR topic, MLR is not a blocker today, because we all know what to do to make sure that the content is approved by design from the day one. So MLR agent must be a part of your designed digital content factory. So this is really a great change where by creating the content manually or with AI, we already know from the day one, so what is going to be approved by the human or AI, or the human and AI, or what is not. So pre-MLR is one of the most important steps over there. So then really, if we are going all that way with our intelligent content, digital content factory with AI operating by agents, so we need to understand that we need to have the publishing process. So we need to have it shipped somewhere where it can work and thrive and connect for you. That means, can we achieve that with the generic AI? Probably no. And I'm really grateful for the previous speaker, because there was a structure which helps us to understand what type of agentic factory we need to build to cover all the points we have today in the modern marketing world. So I haven't even touched a half of them, but they are very visible, they are there, right? So we need to have those agents to make sure like they are helping us to save, not only to save, but also to thrive and to connect. When we go to commercial, we have the concept of AI-empowered rep, a digital persona, but we have also the concept which is helping us to utilize this very expensive and efficient channel even better by having AI-empowered education, which is connected actually with your content production factory. So that means if you will have under the hood the connector, which is bringing the experience of doctor and rep talking before the conversation is happening based on the real produced content by marketing on the very same platform, it will be really a benefit for the next connection and engagement. So the feedback loop is really a key here. So actually this training is unbiased, should be unbiased. This training is to be really for rep to make sure they thrive in the profession and have the real experience with the real doctor of choice. So that means we can bridge the gap between marketing and commercial, and that means like the content could be actually the clue what is doing that. Talking about medical, while we are watching all these nice statistics, so how we are all trained on medical information by ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, and the others, let us think about the concept of key opinion leaders as digital opinion leaders. Digital opinion leaders as the new concept which is building the public opinion on the health, our health. How relevant is that? The numbers are speaking for themselves. So we can see that 65% of healthcare professionals today are really actively engaged in social media. So that makes sense. So that means like we do have to change the behavior of how we engaged with them, and digital opinion leadership is the one. So how to do that? So because this is obviously the new channel. So do we need to have this strategy? Of course, because we need to define, we need to identify these social media active people with the medical background, which are really trusted by millions of patients. We need to make sure we are having a good social media listening tool or the other tool underneath of our platform, so to make sure we can identify those people. We need, of course, to make sure we can build the capabilities internally to start working and engaging with digital opinion leaders. And we need also to make sure we are activating our collaboration and treating them as co-creators and partners as we are providing and we are engaging with the content production with them. The intelligence which we are going to receive from this exact collaboration is amazing. So, because we are going to really impact how our information perceived by patients. So, going deeper on the topic of digital opinion leadership, so we need to understand the 4 major success factors. So, and all of them are connected, highly connected to the content topic. So we need to understand the real-time conversations. So that means having AI under the hood, having the listening instrument under the hood of our digital AI-empowered content factory. We do understand what the real conversation in real time is about. We do understand the narrative, the ownership of this narrative. We do understand how to bring the trust and education and how to measure our performance. That means it is the gateway to patients. Because look at these numbers, they are scary a little bit. Because 75% of us leaving the doctor's office really disappointed by the information or confused or scared. And we immediately going to the open sources, to AI, to understand better, to get some, second opinion, as we say. What if this second opinion is not always right? So that means it is a risk. So that education and the human understandable language that bringing this information towards the patients is our mission. So it's part of the digital opinion leadership program. It means this is a journey. If we are launching that, we engage instantly, so we do see the patient from different angles. We have the medical information, we can educate, we can support, we have a lot of empathy, and we have the right channel online, so which is helping to adopt and to listen to what we have to provide. So this is how it works. Well, but are we ready? So where we are with this AI and digital journey, this is one of the major questions. So because if we are talking today about AI of being like autonomous on the level 3, so then are we on the level 3 as people as well? Or we are on the level 1 or level 2? So where we are in this journey? So this is extra important to us to understand what is AI cannot replicate. So what will do us irreplaceable? So I think this is a very nice concept to take forward, to take with us. So think about our real, genuine creativity. Think about the critical thinking. We have to use our judgment as the instrument. We have to use empathy, which will never be replaced by AI. And of course, we have to be curious, and we have to be flexible and proactive. It means this type of architecture shows something which wasn't really shown before. A part of having the intelligent layers, content intelligent layers, technology intelligence layers, so activation layers, any part of the architecture, not very often we can see on this slide HUMIX, the human intelligent layer. So the human intelligent layer in the AI era, when we are building with AI, then we are empowering and elevating our skills as the most important layer to succeed. So when we are piloting something, we need always to include creativity, critical thinking, social authenticity, curiosity, like always. This is what makes us irreplaceable. This is what makes us human working with AI. This is what will bring us to the results that we meet the right doctor in the right moment with the right context and the continuous engagement. This is what will bring all of that Despite the technology you will bring under one hood to create this content intelligent layer to really entertain and engage every customer with us. So reminder, starting the pilots, please be aware that you need to think about people. Think about people first, then the capabilities you are bringing. So elevate people, pilot AI for people, with people, to make sure we succeed all together. This is the major message I want to send you all today. And thank you for listening and engaging. And thank you for being in the club of the second day Dubrovnik presentations. Thank you very much.